Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and this video is not suitable for children under the age of 13. This is aimed at young collectors and adult collectors. Let's start the video. Welcome everyone back to another Optimus Wilbur reviews, and if you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it amongst your Transformer friends, and even leave a comment. That helps the videos out so much. As of the making this video, of course, we all know what's happening now, so first off, I just want to make sure everyone's safe. I hope you are all keeping safe. I hope all your family's safe as well. I think that's more important than anything else. Before getting right in to about this figure, just want to make sure everybody is safe, everybody that subscribes to the channel and anybody that just watches, just make sure your family's safe, and so are you as well. Now, Earthrise Wheeljack. I had to wait a wee bit for the Earthrise figures to come, but so far I like the figure. There's a few things that I wish they were kind of just better compared to Siege. I think I'd have to wait till I get more. I've only got Wheeljack and Cliff Jumper just now, and so far with the new styles they're going for, with everything that's inside the bot, especially these pins. I know some of them were on the Siege figures, but there was not as much. They still had certain parts with screws and things, but I'll show you over the course of time. But I thought I'd put on some weaponizers just because that's basically Wheeljack's main gun. I don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of that little rocket launcher or pistol or whatever just being there for Wheeljack's main weapon. So I decided to change it, and that goes on his shoulder, so I probably will keep a weaponizer on him when he's in display. But overall, I think it is a good bot. I think try to capture the old Lancia look from Generation 1 is a godsend. I think I really do like the idea they went for that. Now, I have hardly any Wheeljack figures. I think I've got one in the Beast Hunters collection, and that Transformers Prime, and I've got the Alternator edition, but it was the Ford Mustang GT. So I have it to look like the way it does, and the captures will look pretty good. I'm happy with it. Now, the only thing, issue-wise I've got is, I feel, and I don't know guys if you feel the same, it doesn't feel as, the plastic doesn't feel as good as the Siege line. I don't know if it's just me, I'm just looking too much into it, but so the plastic doesn't feel as sturdy or as better as what Siege was. And I don't know if this is them cutting back a little bit. And when, with the changes at the start of the video with all the pins being in for the transformation and stuff, usually something like this at the leg, I could probably pop that off and put a bit of nail varnish, the clear nail varnish on. I'd lock that up and make it better. Unfortunately, I can't. So that's one thing I didn't like, the fact that I'm restricted now to him having a wobbly leg. Articulation for Wheeljack is okay. What I mean by okay, the arms can go all the way around to about there. You can, if you want, make them do that. But again, they stop there. Hands and the wrists with the elbow joint turn round, but that's a part of the transformation, so that's a given. When it comes to the legs, you've got that swivel waist joint, and as you've seen, you've got the knees that come up as well. And that's mostly because of transformation. The feet, on the other hand, they don't really bend in like they did on the Siege line. It's not really a good fit, and it's mostly due to these parts here. Now, you can get a little bit, but it's only if you split the legs a little bit more, and that's where you get it. But my figure does have a bit of a hard time trying to stand up straight, and it's due to that wonky knee, and I really do wish I could fix it. On the back, it's just really the colours you see in the back of the transformation. So it tries to look like the Generation 1 counterpart. And I think the detail in the sense of like how like the paint looks for the Landseer looks good. I do like that. Now, if we were to put his gun on, let's take it off. And we'll just equip it. That is basically it. So that's why I just left the weaponizers on. I don't really like this small little pistol or whatever it's meant to be for him. So that's just going to stay in his shoulder and I'll just leave weaponizers on him. Height comparison. Let's bring in the next bot. It's getting reviewed. We'll bring in Little Cliff Jumper. Again, a bot that I don't really have a lot of and I'm happy I've got him. That gives you a rough idea, like, sort of the height between the two of them. I'll go over Cliff Jumper, obviously, in his review. I think there's a lot it could have been done. And I hope it's mostly to do with Toy Hacks. I hope Toy Hacks come out strong with that figure. Regarding Toy Hacks for this figure, if they were going to do anything, I'd like to see the windows. Just get rid of this horrible see-through plastic. I'm not a big fan of that. There's not much you can really do because the paintwork on them in the sense of the detail capturing Wheeljack looks really good. So let's get him transformed. We'll look at car mode and we'll compare him to a siege car, which I think is roughly a good starting point if you're getting Earthrise in the UK and you're looking for a good comparison. So let's get Wheeljack transformed. In transformation mode, I think Wheeljack stands out brilliantly. I do love the fact that they've went with that whole touring car, rally car look. The numbers are not the same, but I don't care. It just looks incredible with that paintwork. And I'm quite happy they've got stuff like this on it, because if it was just the green, red and the white paint job, this is something I imagine Toy Hacks would have done. But they've actually outdone themselves and put likes of the paintwork within the plastic, so you've got this like look to Wheeljack, and the same with the spoiler up the top. Again, if this was going to get Toy Hacks, it's really just the windows, and this is where you will run into trouble, I feel, when you're transforming them. The instructions for the Earthrise is brilliant. I've got to admit, having the different colours, like for showing you how to transform, is a lot simpler. The bots feel a lot simpler to transform. But with parts coming off, like you'll find these parts right at the knee for the windows, you've just got to flip round. They will come off constantly, and that's the only worrying thing. And I did have something similar with Cliff Jumper when I was practicing how to transform him. His main weapon just sits up there, and he can roll. The only problem I've got, and it's mostly due to like the plastic coming off the production line. You might not be able to see it as well, but I'll sharpen up just right there. The plastic for the tyre was obviously not cut right or sanded off proper. So that's one thing to be careful of with these plastic tyres. You might still have a little residue on them which is formed and hardened, and it's going to stop the wheel turning. But if you're like us and it's collectors, he's either going to be in robot mode or car mode and he's staying that way. Another thing to look out for, in transformation mode, there's a lot of people talking about this, and I don't know if it crept up in a lot of reviews, so I will say it. When transforming Wheeljack, this part here for his head, when you're turning it over to put the head away, a lot of people are having the same issue I have, where it likes to stick, and you have to really force it to come loose to turn it round. Now, it's just a case of grabbing the head like that and going, flipping it round so it comes in here. But this likes to stick, and it does feel like you're going to break them, but it does budge. It's not like you are going to break them. Overall, I think the car mode looks great. Like I said, the only thing, I'd like to see this window go like a better look to it. Having it look like the Landseer, I'm chuffed. I'm really chuffed, because it's something I want. Like, I really do want LG1 bots, but to have them in this Earthrise mode, which I didn't think I was going to start collecting, and now I'm going to, he is a gimme. I really do think he's worth the money. Now, if we're going to compare him, let's bring in Sideswipe from Siege, and this is where I've noticed things. Picking up Wheeljack and Sideswipe, you can feel a bit of a weight difference in Sideswipe compared to Wheeljack. And again, I don't know if it's just the plastics they're using, but you can feel the difference. If you've got an Earthrise figure to a Siege figure, if you've got these two bots, just go like that with your thumb down the two sides here, and you will feel a difference. It is like they're changing the material to cut money, which is a good thing if they're trying to save money, but as long as they make a good product to give us back in return. So far, really no complaints about this one, but it's actually a good size when you're comparing it to Sideswipe, who does look like a Lamborghini from his Siege mode, and the Toy Hacks decals, when they arrive, will show that off even better. So, final thoughts. Get this figure. If now the Earthrise is here in the UK, it's worth picking up a few. I'm mostly going to get the ones that are brand new to Earthrise, and maybe I missed out on Siege. The likes of Starscream, I don't really want, because I like the Tetrajets. Having Tetrajets was a lot better. And finally having Little Cliff Jumper thrown into the mix is really good as well, and of course he will be the next video. So guys, depending obviously with everything that's happening, if my Toy Hacks decals show up, I have got a lot of Toy Hacks to do for reviews. Cliff Jumper will be next, and definitely I'd get Wheeljack if you haven't already. But the most important thing is, with this video, please be safe with everything's going on. I hope you are safe, I hope your family's safe and stay healthy. And I will see you next time in the next Optimus Wilbur reviews. I think having things like this just now really helps us, taking our mind off silly little things that's going on in the world. As serious as it is, having something, just watching a little review can help. So everybody, thank your favourite YouTuber just for taking time and taking your mind off what's happening. And everyone, again, stay safe. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur Reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.